welcome back to my channel. Whoop, I can't get this phone situated. Okay, well, there we go. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday, happy weekend. I kind of spaced out on what I even wanted to talk about. So, there's different levels of the awakening. Have you just started to wake up? Have you been awake for a long time? And there's a big difference between woke and awake. Okay. Woke is that whole cancel culture, the bullshit. I don't even really understand it. But when you start to awaken, the veil starts to lift and you start to see things for what they truly are. And a lot of people think that things are just getting bad, or that they've just started getting bad. No, we're just finding out about it. Things have been really fucked up for a very long time. You know, they've been doing some really bad things to kids. They have been controlling us. They've created these systems to control and divide us. And these systems are crumbling right before our eyes. And once you wake up to the truth, you look at it, then you alchemize it to light. You transmute it to light. That's what we came here to do. If you're even watching this channel or any of the other Truth Seeker channels, you came here for this. You chose this. And you see, when I first started to wake up, I didn't really know. I thought the Great Awakening was political. I thought we were finding out about the truth about what these people were up to, but I didn't realize it was spiritual until March of last year. And yeah, there is a political Great Awakening where we're finding out about the corruption, dark to light, but this is about us figuring out who we really are, because we've been lied to on a massive scale. There's something called the Secret Covenant. I thought about maybe doing a video and reading it, and I still might, but I highly recommend you go check that out. Don't use Google to search for shit. Don't use Google, because Google is censored. Use DuckDuckGo or any other browser, just not Google. But if you just started to wake up and you just started to realize things are not what they seem, we're here for you. Okay? We love you. We've been waiting on you. We've been fighting for you. And we won't stop until every single human, every single soul on this planet is liberated. You know, I kind of equate my spiritual awakening to getting my Hogwarts letter. Freaking Harry Potter. And when I went through it, it looked like depression. Okay, it looked just like depression. All of a sudden, I didn't want to go to work. I didn't want to do anything, you know, but just lay around with my animals and chill. And yeah, hey, there's one of them right there. Axel. If you get that feeling in your gut to talk to someone, even if it's a stranger, do it. Reach out. We're going to recognize each other by our vibration. That's what's going to happen. If you feel it in your gut to speak about something or to talk about something, do it. That's how you're going to meet your soul family. I should have done something with him. I guess Axel wants to be on the show. This is Axel. At least look at the camera. Axel. Okay. Now I messed up my train of thought. But anyway, okay, so when we, like, little kids sitting in church, you know, when you hear about God talking to people and you're like, well, I don't hear God's voice. It's because we've been programmed not to. God talks to us in different ways. So one of the first things you got to do is you got to figure out how God speaks to you. The first time I was really trying to connect with God, like through meditation, I would ask him a question, and then I would expect a visual. But I didn't get visuals. I don't think that's not how the spirit world communicates with me. It's with feelings. So it just takes work. And you just gotta quiet the mind. Meditation's a great way, but you know, sometimes it's really hard to just sit there and focus on your breathing. It's hard to focus like that, you know. So a tip, what helped me out when I first started was to light a candle and just kind of soften my gaze and focus on the flame. If meditation just does not work for you, don't force it. You know, there's other things. You know, you can, exercise. Just doing something to get in that heart space. You know, to get out of your head and into your heart. Because this is where we're supposed to be heart-centered. We're not supposed to be all up in here. And on this journey, I actually found out that the powers that were, sorry for all the shakiness, but I guess I've had a little bit of caffeine today and I'm doing this on my phone. But yeah, the music that we listened to, they adjusted the frequency. I think it was at 432 hertz, and that keeps you in your heart. But now it's at like 440, and it keeps you in your head. And when I learned that, I was like, well, maybe that's kind of how songs get stuck in your head, you know? And what I've learned is they spell these things. The mainstream content that they're producing and shoving down our throat is spelled. That's how they carry it. And doesn't mean you have to just stop listening to music. Hell no. I still rock out all the time. I just make sure I'm protected. And there's so many ways to protect yourself. You can burn sage. You can simply just, start off by just saying, I do not consent to the darkness. Or however you want to say it. Mine is this is what I do. When I'm ready to, shut my brain off and have a good laugh, I'll put on, a sitcom or something that I like. You know, there's a few of them that I still watch. Some of the older ones. And I'll say a prayer and say, I do not consent to the dark cult's shenanigans. I do not want or need anything in their advertisements or in their subliminal messaging. So that's what I do. And it really does help. So whether you are just starting to question things and starting to realize that the world is not, it's not what it seems, it's okay. We're here for you. You're going to notice us by our vibration. That's how you're going to find us. I think that's it for now. Where we go one, we go all.